Hello, and welcome back to Mass Effect 2 with Katrina, Cat, Shepard. Just finished up Garrus's loyalty mission. Cat ended up letting Shepard take the shot. I didn't think she would, but in the end, she didn't have very much sympathy for Sidonis. Cat, you really need to mellow out. You know that? You've got these unrealistically high expectations of people. When are you going to mellow out, girl? Anyway, we just finished it up. Got some research to do. I already did the sniper one. Been thinking about what bonus power to use, and it was between warp ammo and armor piercing, and we can go up to rank 3 on our ammo power, and rank 3 of armor piercing gives 50% boost to armor and health damage. Or we go warp ammo, rank 3, which gives 35% boost. So it's only a 15% difference there. But the warp ammo helps against barriers as well as armor and health. And I decided I'm going to go with armor piercing. As much as that boost against barriers might be nice, my submachine gun is already doubled against barriers. So it's got a 100% boost there. So that 15% isn't going to make much difference. I mean, that 35% actually is not going to make that much difference, I don't think. So I'd rather go armor piercing because the skians are a big problem. And somebody once advised me to use this weapon to clear out the first platform of collectors and then allow us to deal with the skiing. Now, I think I've only used this weapon once. I'm not terribly familiar with this weapon. I'm probably going to do a test run to see how it works out. And then I unfortunately have to retrain my powers because I need to go with heavy singularity rather than wide for Harbinger control. We're going to go heavy here. But over here we're going with heavy. It was wide, but now I'm going to make it heavy for the extra hold duration. And I'm going to go Bastion here for the extra power duration. Hopefully that applies to singularity. I'm going to get point into pull. And you know what? I could take this all the way up to tungsten. That would only leave me 2 points, and I don't think 1 point in throw is good enough, quite frankly. I think we need it up to at least here to actually really get people thrown off of platforms and stuff. I mean, it might work here, but that 3 extra points isn't going to get me up to rank 4. But I'm pretty sure rank 1, only 500 newtons is not enough. 700 is probably not enough. 900 will probably work out where rank 1 wouldn't. Rank 3 probably will work where rank 1 wouldn't. At least I had this really bad experience where I just flat out could not get this one guy that was bothering me off the platform. I kept throwing him. I had Thane throw him, Shepard threw him. The guy just wouldn't frickin' disappear. So I'm going to go with rank 3 throw and rank 3 armor piercing. Alright, let's go talk to people. I don't think Joker's got anything to say, but we'll check. Then we'll check in with Kelly. She's going to tell us about Tali.
Commander.
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
Yeah, I didn't think he's got something to say after Jack's mission and Tali's mission and Legion's mission and after Grunt's mission and Samara's.
How may I help you, Commander?
Is there anything I should know?
Tali seems very distraught after receiving a message. Maybe you could check in on her down in engineering. Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
I'll be here if you need anything.
Aren't you going to tell me about the elusive man wanting to talk to us?
The elusive man wishes to speak to you and need briefing, Commander.
Why didn't you tell me that that was also on the agenda? Check in with Garrus here.
People are talking out there, and I hear it all. One of the girls in navigation thinks she might be pregnant. Even aboard a Cerberus vessel, life finds a way.
Shepard, need me for something?
Have you got a minute?
Sure, just killing time anyway. I wanted to thank you again for your help with Sidonis. Whatever happens with the Collectors or the Reapers or whoever else comes after us, I know you'll get the job done.
You actually think we'll find something worse than Collectors or Reapers?
I like to expect the worst. There's a small chance I'll be pleasantly surprised.
I couldn't do this without you, Garrus.
Sure you could. Not as stylishly, of course. It's strange going into a suicide mission on a human ship. Your people don't prepare for high-risk operations the way Turians do.
I thought you'd be used to high-risk operations on human ships. I mean, think about trekking Saren to Ilos.
Sure, but that was quick. We raced out, landed, blew up some Geth, and saved the galaxy. This time we've got Miranda and Cerberus and that AI all telling us what we're up against. I think I preferred blind optimism.
Honestly, Garrus, what do you think our chances are?
Honestly, the Collectors killed you once, and all they did is piss you off. I can't imagine they'll stop you this time. But an unmapped area, advanced technology, and the Collectors. We're going to lose people. No way around that. Not a happy analysis, I know. Don't worry. I won't spread it around. And I'm with you regardless.
How do Turian crews get ready for high-risk missions?
With violence, usually. Turian ships have more operational discipline than your alliance, but fewer personal restrictions. Our commanders run us tight, and they know we need to blow off steam. Turian ships have training rooms for exercise, combat sims, even full-contact sparring. Whatever lets people work off stress.
You mean Turian ships have crewmen fighting each other before a mission?
It's supervised, of course. Nobody's going to risk an injury that interferes with the mission, and it's a good way to settle grudges amicably. I remember right before one mission, we were about to hit a Batarian pirate squad. Very risky. This recon scout and I had been at each other's throats. Nerves, mostly. She suggested we settle it in the ring.
I assume you took her down gently?
Actually, she and I were the top-ranked hand-to-hand specialists on the ship. I had reach, but she had flexibility. It was brutal. After 9 rounds, the judge called it a draw. There were a lot of unhappy bettors in the training room. We ended up holding a tiebreaker in her quarters. I had reach, but she had flexibility. More than one way to work off stress, I guess.
Thanks for the talk, Garrus. I'll see you later.
Sure thing.
I was thinking about going with the upper left. We could do that and then telling him, no, that's not what I meant. But, no, Garrus made it pretty clear what working off stress meant.
Back for more?
Yep. Lay it on me.
I knew this girl once, Asari. Good head on her shoulders. We had this whole thing going, until she sold me out to the Blood Pack. Put a sour note on the relationship.
Yeah, but I'll bet you kissed and made up anyway.
So, Gabby, what do you think of our new Quarian boss?
Hush, she's right over there.
Ah, she can't hear us with her head in that bucket. Don't get me wrong, it's a beautiful bucket. The whole suit is lovely, quite snug in all the right places.
You know I can hear you.
Ha!
Ha!
Shepard, I'm glad you came by. I may need your help. I just received a message from the migrant fleet. The Admiralty Board has accused me of treason. I'm scared, Shepard.
Nobody who knows you could believe you'd betray your people, Tali.
I don't know. They don't lay charges like this unless the evidence seems absolute. But thanks. I appreciate your faith in me, Shepard.
Is it because you're working with Cerberus?
I'm not working with Cerberus. I'm working with you. And I got leave to serve on the Normandy again. I have no idea what they're accusing me of. You'd think I would remember if I betrayed the fleet.
What happens when a Quarian is accused of treason?
There's a hearing, with members of the Admiralty Board acting as judges. My father is an admiral on the board. He'll have to recuse himself from judgment. I can't even imagine what he's thinking right now. The punishment for treason is exile. If they convict me, I can never go back.
So how does the trial work? How soon do we need to get you there?
They'll wait a reasonable period of time for me to come and defend myself. Eventually, if I don't show up, they'll try me in absentia. As for how it works, it's less formal than an Earth trial or something you'd see on the Citadel. We're family. This is just the worst kind of family meeting.
What happens if you're convicted?
Like I said, exile. The specifics are up to the judges. If it's deemed only a tragic mistake in judgment, the guilty party might receive a small ship and supplies. Not that it really matters. Either way, if I'm convicted, I'll never see the migrant fleet again.
So no prison and no death penalty?
We don't have the spare resources for long-term incarceration. Monitored work detail is more effective. And we don't have enough people to afford executions. An exile can still have children, and those children are welcomed back to the fleet.
So you have no idea why they're accusing you?
None. The specifics of charges like this are rarely discussed on open channels. I won't know any more until I get to the flotilla.
How often is someone from the fleet charged with treason?
It's rare. It must be something that affects the entire flotilla, not just one ship. The most recent one was Anora Vanya Vasilani, an engineer who handed over fleet defense schematics to the Batarians. She had good intentions. The Batarians were contracted to upgrade our systems, but they passed the defense schematics to a pirate gang.
Was she convicted?
No. She made a suicide run on the pirate gang. She destroyed them before they could attack the fleet. She was pardoned posthumously. Let's hope I don't have to prove my innocence that way.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Okay, let's go find the flotilla.
I was going to book passage on another ship. I didn't think there would be time for you to help. Thank you, Shepard. I'll program the Normandy with the flotilla's current location. The admirals will be waiting for us.
Oh, it just occurred to me that happens to open up the Valhalla Nebula, I think it is, where there's a bunch of Ezo that I can go mine, which I'm starting to run low on Ezo. Yep, gonna need some more Ezo. But I think that's enough for this episode. In the next episode, we're going to get on a collector ship and see if we can't find information on the Omega-4 relay. But that's in the next episode. Until then, have a nice day.